Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we doing today? I am so excited about this episode. We are going to be talking about the 5 love languages, but we're going to tie it into self-care. I mean, Valentine's is right around the corner, and maybe you have a significant other, maybe you don't, but it's always a good time to show yourself love. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So as you're joining, as always, I want you to make sure you have a delicious beverage of your choice. Of course, this is Java and Joy, so I've got my coffee. We got to get caffeinated. And I also want you to make sure you're in a comfortable seat, you're relaxed, do your body scan. So let go of any tension. If your shoulders are tight, if your knees are clenched, maybe your hands are in little fists, shake it off, in the words of Taylor Swift. Relax and enjoy this time for yourself. The 5 love languages. If you've never read the 5 love languages, that is okay. It's not going to matter. This is going to be a very brief coverage of them. And we're just going to talk about how each of the 5, how you can take them and show yourself love. You can do this every single day. It's a really great practice because really and truly, to be the person you want to be the best version of yourself, you literally have to love yourself first. It's hard to love other people if you don't love yourself. And it's interesting too, because sometimes it's easier to show love to other people than to ourselves. We tend to be the hardest on ourselves. So I think this is such a valuable tool to help you learn to show self-love by following these 5 love languages. So let's get into this. The first of the 5 love languages is physical touch. There are so many ways you can show your self-love with physical touch. I mean, you could literally just give yourself a hug and show yourself love. But here's a more fun one. What you're gonna do is get your favorite lotion or body cream, hand cream. It could be a body oil, essential oil. Get your favorite goodie and you're gonna apply that all over. But as you're doing it, you're gonna be massaging yourself. You're not just gonna apply the lotion. You're gonna actually, smooth it into the skin, massage it, get the feel goods. But also, you're gonna practice gratitude at the same time. So here's what you're gonna do. Each part of your body, as you are applying your said product of choice, you're going to appreciate and call out and recognize what you love about that part of your body. Now, women, I already can feel you panicking. There are so many parts of our body that we really don't think we love. However, this will also teach you to love the parts of your body that maybe you don't right now, but you should. Now, it's easy when you're applying, let's say we start with the hands. You could talk about, my hands are what allow me to do my daily tasks. Maybe you work in an office and allows you to type on a keyboard. Maybe you do something in construction or art. Maybe you're in healthcare and it helps you work on your patients. Your hands are so valuable. So as you're applying that lotion to your hands, think about those things. Really appreciate your hands. I mean, how often do you think about appreciate something like that? But as you go about, I know that this can get harder. For example, I'm gonna go straight to one of our favorite parts, our tummies. And you might instantly be like, I don't like my tummy, it's flabby, it's whatever. But think about your tummy and what it really does do for you. For those of you who had children, it allowed you to birth your kids. So there might be some stretch marks, there might be some loose skin, there might be some extra flab, some extra pounds. Who cares? That's all evidence of a life you created. So appreciate it. Appreciate that you were able to do that. It's such a gift. You don't even have to go that deep. Maybe, like me, I appreciate my tummy because I've eaten a lot of good food. A lot. I am a foodie. I mean, we're here today on my show, Java and Joy. Java. I'm always drinking, eating, snacking. And yeah, there's some flab on my tummy. And now that I'm over 40, there's a little more flab on my tummy. But I can look at that and think about some of the yummy foods that I got to have. And I feel like it's so worth it. I don't regret it. Do I have to work a little harder to stay healthy, trim down? Is it good to want to be healthy and to continue to try to be healthy? Of course, absolutely. But you can still appreciate even some of the things you don't like about your body. Another big one for especially us ladies, a lot of us don't like our feet. We don't. I don't like my feet. I really don't like the way my feet look. However, I get to run 30 miles a week and do what I love because of my feet. So as I'm applying my lotion or my essential oil, I'm thinking about everywhere my feet have taken me. Think of all the places, the experiences. I think about the trails, the road races, so many places and experiences that I've had because of those feet. So they might be god-awful ugly, but I don't care. They're wonderful. They're valuable. I need them. I love them. I love what they do for me. So that is an excellent practice to apply that goodie all over your body. So you're getting to use a product you already love. So pick your favorite scent, whatever, brand. Put that all over the body and literally practice gratitude for each and every part as you apply it. That is showing self-love to yourself by physical touch. And that's the first love language. Pretty neat, huh? I know, I get so nerded out on this kind of stuff. When it comes to self-care and self-love, I could talk for days, but I promise I won't keep you here forever. All right, the next one. The next love language is words of affirmation. So think of this as positive self-talk, which we are going to do an entire episode on this because it is insanely valuable. You're going to show yourself love by telling yourself something that you're proud of, an accomplishment, a goal, something that you changed, something that you've been making baby steps in. You're going to tell yourself, I'm proud of you for X. Maybe it's, I'm proud of you because you cleaned the house today. And I really didn't want to, but I did it anyway. Tell yourself that you're proud of yourself for every single thing you do. It doesn't have to be that big of a deal. Just tell yourself how proud you are. Maybe today you put on your makeup. Maybe you don't do that every day. Maybe you don't feel like you have the energy, the time, whatever. But maybe you did it today. And you should be proud of that. You should be proud that you did something for yourself. It could also just be like household chores and tasks and all those things. But every activity you complete is an example of what you can tell yourself that you're proud of yourself for. Show yourself love with words of affirmation. It really is just positive self-talk. Kind of like a, you go girl. You're awesome. You're Wonder Woman. You're amazing. Good job on that. You really nailed it. All those are words of affirmation. So practice that to show yourself love. All right, that one was short and sweet. Like I said, we're going to have a whole nother episode on that one. The next love language is gift giving. Now for me, I like to get a gift, but I love to give a gift. I'm more of a gift giver than a receiver. But everyone likes to get a gift at some point, okay? And you're going to give yourself a gift. It does not have to be, a new car or something expensive. It could just be giving yourself 15 minutes of you time alone while the hubby or someone watches the kiddos, whatever. It could be an experience. Maybe you take a class. Maybe you just have a nice meal, something you haven't had in a while that you really enjoy. Or maybe you just have a meal by yourself. Maybe you haven't done that. Maybe it could be a Hot Pocket. It doesn't matter. A cup of soup. The fact that you get to have it alone, if you never get to eat alone, that's giving yourself a gift. Maybe you take a bath alone without interruption. Turn on music. That is a gift to yourself. And it costs you nothing other than, your water bill. So I can't say it's actually free, but bear with me here. You get the gist. Just get in the habit of giving yourself gifts. And like I said, they don't always have to cost money. But this is a way of showing yourself kindness and definitely a way of showing yourself love. So that's gift giving. The next one, our next love language is quality time. Do you spend time with yourself? Really think about that. Do you spend time with yourself? Just you? Probably not enough. So your task is to go on a self-date. Plan a date for yourself. Again, this doesn't have to cost money. I'm going to give you examples of, both. If you don't want to spend money, go for a walk in the park. It's a self-date. It's a date. Maybe you take a coffee with you, a snack. You could pack a whole picnic if you want to. But just go on a walk in a nice local park. Just find a park that's near you, not that far of a drive, and go enjoy it. Observe the trees and just be with yourself. Take in the fresh air. Absorb the vitamin D and just kind of reset. It's a wonderful self-date. Other examples, if you want to spend some money, go to a museum, go to a concert, go take a class, whatever. But just go date yourself. Go, wine and dine you. It sounds like it might be awkward. And I know some people are like, there's no way I'm eating in public by myself. But I'm telling you, when you do it, it's actually more liberating than you think it's going to be. Take a book. If you feel like it's going to be awkward to go eat somewhere by yourself or even go to a museum, take a book. Another good trick is to take some AirPods, headphones. Even if you're pretending like you're listening to something or that you're talking to someone because you feel awkward by yourself, it'll help. It'll help make you feel a little more natural in the environment. But quality time with yourself is more valuable than you think it is. And you'll probably enjoy it more than you think you will. So spend quality time with yourself and show yourself some love. Quality time. That's one of the 5 love languages. The last one, the last of the 5 love languages, acts of service. This is so easy to do for other people because I can immediately think of a million things I could go do for other people that would be helpful, appreciated, they'd be grateful for it. But when you're thinking of acts of service for yourself, think of things that benefit you or that will set your future self up for success. For example, do the dishes before you go to bed. Wake up to a clean, empty sink, a clean kitchen, ready for a fresh day. That's a service to yourself. Something I like to do, I like to set out my workout clothes and like my running gear, my shoes, and everything I need for my workout the next morning before I go to bed. It's one less thing I have to think about, make decisions on, and add into my morning routine or time block that I can do ahead and set myself up for success. have a better morning just by setting out some clothes. And if you're not a morning workout person, set out your outfit for the next morning, something along those lines. But those are acts of service for yourself. It's something that the future you will thank you for doing. I'm someone who loves to organize everything in my house, every cabinet, every drawer, because I know that when I go to look for something, it's going to be right where I planned it to be, where I left it, in a nice category. And I thank myself every time. I'm like, man, I'm really glad this was organized, instead of having to dig through an entire drawer of junk trying to find one thing. We have enough hectic, crazy things happening all day, every day. And it's nice to set ourselves up for little wins. Think of it that way. You're setting yourself up for wins by doing things ahead, planning ahead, and thinking about future you. So acts of service to yourself is self-love. How awesome is that? So that is your 5 love languages, that you're going to do for self-care. So these are your 5 self-love languages. So let's recap. Physical touch, words of affirmation, gift giving, quality time, and acts of service. Do all 5 of those things for yourself on a regular basis, hopefully. But just go do them all once, see what you think, see if you don't get something good out of at least one of them. And maybe there's one that just really clicks with you, or a couple, maybe it's all 5. But I'm willing to bet at least one is going to make you feel better in some way. And it'll be something you want to continue to do. And maybe you're going to be alone on Valentine's. Do this. Do these 5 things that day. Don't dwell in being alone. Do this. Date yourself. Use physical touch. Talk positively to yourself. Give yourself a gift. Spend time with you. Enjoy you. Love you. Because you are your one consistent thing. Just you. So love yourself and use the 5 love languages to help you do it. It'll help you train yourself to think about you, show yourself more kindness, and just treat yourself better. So go practice those. And as always, please share feedback with me. So that is it for today. Stay tuned for next week. Got lots of fun episodes planned for you guys. I have a new free guide out. I'm going to put it in the description here. There'll be a link. It's 100+ self-care activities. It's completely free. And it's even broken down where, like, if you only have 5 minutes, here's a bunch of examples that you can do for self-care in 5 minutes or less. Then there's a 15-minute or less category. And then if you have 30 minutes or more, got a little extra you time, there's a list for that too. It's all broken down for you. So there are just numerous ideas on there for you. Anytime you're like, okay, time to do something for me, you can go to that list and boom, have a bunch of ideas right at your fingertips. Completely free. Go check it out. 100+ self-care activities. I hope you enjoyed that. I've also updated a new self-care workbook that you can check out. It's going to help you kind of dive into you and figure out what self-care looks like for you, how to fit it in your life. There's even a couple different types of trackers in there for you to hold yourself accountable to practicing self-care. And it also has some more self-care ideas in there as well. So all that's in the description. Make sure you go check that out. As always, please, please, please leave me a quick review. It helps me grow, reach more people, help more women. That is the goal here. And if you're not part of my Job and Joy Club, go join. Go join. It's going to give you extra bonus episodes, a newsletter every week with coaching tips, access to my online community where we're going to be doing giveaways and challenges, which I'm really excited about kicking those off. But make sure you go check it out. And as always, reach out to me. Questions, concerns, all the things. And thank you for taking let's see, about 20 minutes of your day today to spend with me. I appreciate it. I hope you got something from it. And that's all I have. So you guys enjoy your week. I will see you again soon. Cheers. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. And as always, go find your joy.